Hey, what's going on, guys? Panther here, bringing you our APA Wi-Fi Season 2 Week 5 battle against MoonlightSwami and the Colorado Rapidash. So at this point in the season, we are 3-1. Swami is 2-2 currently, so Swami's having a very good season. As you can see on the other side of the field here, he has a very threatening team, kind of like a half trick room team with the Tapu Koko and Sticky Web. So a lot of different things to prep for on his side because we've got the webs to prep for, but then we also have trick room to prep for. Plus Goodra and Conch Elder are never fun to face either. So yeah, he's got them the spirit, so he definitely has the potential here to bring trick room, and then obviously the Galvantula can get up Sticky Webs at any time. So we're in for a challenge here this match, and then Tapu Koko is absolutely a monster for our team to deal with, so gonna be really tough. It's gonna be really cool to see what kind of set he brings here this week against us. So we have a Quiver Dancing Volcarona, we have a Vincoon, we have a Choice Scarf Crobat just in case the Tapu Koko or the Kartana that he did not bring gets out of hand, and then plus I'm kind of forced to bring Defog too since he has the Sticky Web. I have Clefables with Toxic Spikes to help my Vincoon be able to set up and sweep. I have AV Magnezone, and then I have just a normal special attacking modest Mega Gardevoir because it really puts a lot of pressure on his team just firing off Hyper Voices. Like I said, my goal here in this match is to either get set up with either Suicune or get set up with Volcarona and sweep his team. So we'll see how that works out here for us. But definitely going to be really, really tough for us here against Swami. So just looking at the matchup here, I predicted him to lead with the Tapu Koko or the Galvantula. I thought that the Spirit would be a fair lead, so I wanted to go ahead and lead with my Magnezone because none of those guys can really touch my Magnezone. The only thing on this team that my Magnezone's really fearing is going to be the Conch Elder and the Camerupt, and then depending upon what move the Goodra could have. So here, I just fire off the Volt Switch turn 1. He led with the Spirit, so I thought maybe he would get his Trick Room up and then maybe U-turn out into this thing. I figured Volt Switch was safe on turn 1, so I could get out potentially like into my Gardevoir or potentially into like my Suicune or something like that to force Camerupt not to come in. So I go into my Clefables here. I didn't know exactly what he was going to want to fire off. I know he could fire off the Fire Blast or the Earth Power. If he Earth Powers, I could potentially take 2 depending upon his spread. But I knew I could take 1 of no matter what, and I don't have a great switch into this anyways. As you can see, that Fire Blast is going to do a tremendous amount. My goal, though, is to get up at least 1 layer of Toxic Spikes, and I've got quite a bit of speed in this just to make sure I outspeed it. But as you can see, he has quite a bit of speed in his as well. Clefables naturally outspeeds the Mega Camerupt. I think I have like 50 speed EVs or something like that in it. But as you can see, he has quite a bit of speed EVs. I forget exactly the spreads. This battle was done last week. So I do not get my Toxic Spikes up. But now I can go out to Sia, the Suicune, and set up my substitute here. Predicted him to go out into Goodra, but he goes out into the Spirit because I can't really touch the Spirit unless I'm some type of setup Suicune. So I get up my sub, and yeah, we're in pretty good shape here because this Spirit is probably not going to be able to do too much to touch us. I don't know what kind of Spirit it is yet, so all I know is we need to get some Calm Minds up because we're already down 6-5, and that we need to start putting some pressure on Swami's team. So he gets his rocks up as I get my +1 boost behind the sub up, so I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good about being able to get up to +1 here at this point. So not sure what he's going to do here, but I'm just going to go ahead and take this opportunity to get another Calm Mind up because there's no reason for me not to. Even if he has the Energy Ball, I can beat that with the combination of Calm Minds plus Substitute and protect and get the leftovers recovery too. So he sets up the light screen here, so that's going to be a little bit annoying for me to have to deal with Vincoon here, but you know that is what it is there. Good prep on his part to bring the screens to try to allow something to set up and do some work to my team. So I really wish I had my spikes up here at this point. I should have just freaking led with my Clefables and got my spikes up, but I really thought he was going to lead the Tapu Koko and just blow me back turn 1. But I'm behind the sub. I'm +3 now, +3 special attack, +3 special defense, and I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at right now. So we're about to see what he's going to do here. So I'm going to protect. I know he could sticky web here for sure, but I really want to scout and see what he's going to do. And I want to get that little bit of leftover recovery back. And I also know that Thunder only gets 16 PP and that I can stall it out. So it's a little cheap to be kind of stally, especially this early in the battle. But as you can see, I don't have a lot for a lot of the mons on his team. So I had to try to set up with Suicune. I felt like to put me in the best position to win this. So the sub, the Thunder definitely breaks our substitute. We're only +3. We do about half to this thing though. Now here, I think I've already made him use 6 Thunders. So able to protect, get him down to 8. So we're in pretty good shape. What I'm hoping for is that we do not get paralyzed. So a bit unfortunate though that he misses the Thunder. Probably should have subbed there because it definitely could have missed. I think he has like a 7% chance to miss. But with my next Calm Mind boost that I just got, he actually can't break my substitute. So I protect. I think he sticky webs here actually, which was an excellent play on his part, predicting my protect. But I can only imagine kind of the frustration here because I felt like I was in really good shape because I'm +4 now. He's got webs and rocks up, but as long as I don't get paralyzed here, I really think I'm in good shape because you can see just how little that does. I think our previous substitute brought us down to 150, and that only brought us down to 157, so now we know he can't break our sub. So pretty good shape. Now I know he can Bug Buzz, but Bug Buzz is going to do nothing barring a crit to us, and he's going to leave my substitute up if he chooses to Bug Buzz. So maybe we'll just fire off another protect just to stall out a little bit more, a couple more Thunders here. And as you can see, we do just that. So I think he's down to maybe 4. I think it's either 2 or 4 Thunders here at this point. So we're in very good shape. You know, we're over half HP. So we've stalled out Light Screen at this point, and as you can see, that doesn't break our sub. So you know. Actually, I did break our sub, so maybe you got a high roll on that one. This battle was done like last week, so I forget exactly some of the details that happened in this. But I'm up to +5 now, so I'm +5, and now I know he can't break my sub for a fact. So what I'm hoping for now is for him to not paralyze me, and I may actually protect here to try to stall out this last Thunder. And I think he predicts that and actually Bug Buzzes. If I remember correctly. No, he T-waves. So good play. So he's wanting to catch my para. Now here, I think it would have been a really good play on his part for him to paralyze me. Because he could have potentially stalled out something later. So he goes for the Thunder, which is fair on his part. Because he has a 30% chance to get the para. And then he could obviously have crit me there. But what scares me now is I'm pretty low with Suicune. Got my sub up. You know, I'm just over 70 HP, but I'm below half, and I don't really want to be below half. So I just protect here. I've got plenty of protects. I'm +5 here at this point. So I feel like I'm in pretty decent shape. And I think at this point he's out of Thunders. So all he can do is Bug Buzz me. So we're in really decent shape here. Like I said, if we would have had Toxic Spikes up, I really felt like we would have been in fantastic shape. So you see how little that does. And we're going to be able to knock out the Galvantula here and keep our sub up and get back to an okay amount of health. We're going to be at about 80 health, which isn't great, but I can protect again on the next Pokemon that comes out and get back really close to like 90-95 HP. So he goes with Goodra here. So I don't know what this Goodra is going to want to do to me, but I'm sure that it's going to be able to eat my Scald. I predicted AV to help deal with that Volcarona. Because he matches up pretty. He brought the mons that matched up well against my Volcarona. He was kind of forced to, because Volcarona is just such a threatening Pokemon. But he EQs here, and as you can see here, this does not break my sub. So this is really where the T-Spikes would have been good for me, because even if I would have gotten one layer, that's going to slowly chip away, because you see how little the scald does here. Because with T-Spikes, I could literally just sit here and just protect stall this thing out all day. So I can protect. I think he is AV. I think I was calcing, and you know, this thing's really only going to be like Band, Specs, maybe E-Belt or AV. And as you can see, we're just able to kind of get back to a decent amount of health here on this thing. The Galvantula is dead, so once we clear sticky webs, we're good at that point. And yeah, this earthquake is going to be able to hit our sub, but I mean, we can just continue to sub up Calm Mind all day on this thing. Now we've seen that he is faster than us, so he has a lot. He has some speeds. I think again I have like 50 or 60 speed EVs on Suicune. I may have had less than that, but I cannot remember exactly. So he makes actually a really good play here, predicting my Protect, and goes out in the Tapu Koko. And he gets me big time on it. I should have subbed. But I protected just to stall out and get some leftovers recovery instead. And he made a fantastic read there, because it basically stopped the sweep. So he stopped the bleeding here with Koko, because, you know, I needed a scout to see if this thing was physical or if this thing was special. Now, if it was special, I may have been able to take it. I don't remember the calc on it. But obviously, it being physical and it having access to a Z move, I can't stay in. I can't risk my Suicune. Suicune's too important to me. Obviously, it can set up later in the battle. Maybe not as high, but I can set up. So he makes a fantastic read and is able just to completely stop the sweep there. So Koko's forced to fire off the wild charge here. Obviously, you can see we don't eat that well, but we take it. I was ready for special Koko, but this thing causes some problems for me. So I'm just over half. I'm at 89 HP, and that's pretty key to remember here at this point in the battle. Pretty key to remember, actually. So we're at 89 HP. Brought for Flash Cannon here because nothing wants to come in and take the Flash Cannon. And that does a good amount to Goodra for it not having any residual recovery or anything like that. Wasn't going to stay in. I know I'm slower. He can obviously fire off the Earthquake here. But he makes a fantastic prediction again and fires off a big Rock Slide on me. He's in my head here at this point. And that's so unfortunate, because if he would have EQ'd there, I would have been in so much better of shape. Crobat comes in, I can freely default on that thing, and then I can just go right back out to Suicune there at this point. But unfortunately now I have to default, clear these webs, and in that process I'll also lose my Crobat here because he nails me with a big old Draco Meteor. And that really, really hurts. That really, really hurts. So I lose my Crobat, so I lose my emergency answer to Conkeldurr, I lose my emergency answer to Tapu Koko, and man, he made another great read. He made another great read, going with Rock Slide there. So Gardevoir comes in, I'm forced to go Gardevoir. I know if this thing's Assault Vest, it doesn't kill. I don't kill with Psyshock, I don't kill with Hyper Voice. But I'm forced to fire off the Psyshock here. I know this thing can get like Sludge Bomb. Actually, I sub. Okay, so I sub, predicting him to go out into the Mega Camerupt. That's what I did. I sub, predicting him to go out into Mega Camerupt. And as you can see, he is not going to do that. See, because I didn't want to take a big hit with Guard. That's what I didn't want to do, because I know this isn't going to kill. I knew this wasn't going to kill because I had this feeling he was going to be AV, and as you can see, that is very AV, because he's able to live a Hyper Voice from a modest Mega Guard. So, you know, I don't really like what that Earthquake did to me. I'm down to half already, and he'll be able to easily go out into Tapu Koko and revenge kill me now. So we've got Goodra down, so it's 4-4 now. I've got Volcarona, I've got Suicune, I've got Magnezone, and I've got my half health Gardevoir against Koko, Conk, Camerupt, and the Spirit. And it's not looking great for us because I don't have a good Tapu Koko answer. I don't. So he's able to fire off a wild charge. Thank God he's taking some chip on this because I just don't have anything for it. I've burned my Crobat. I was forced to defog. So now I'm able to go into my my Magnezone here, and I want to pick up the kill on this thing. I fire off a Flash Cannon. That's my way of killing the Tapu Koko is my Magnezone. So the Flash Cannon does quite a bit, and that's important damage because it puts it in range for my HP Water that I have on this thing. So I know no Mega Camera Up's going to be outspeeding my Magnezone. So fair enough, fire off that big HP Water there and able to pick up the kill on this thing. So I know he's probably going to get up his screens here. He goes back out into the Spirit. And he's probably going to get those screens again, which is pretty annoying for my team to have to deal with, to be honest with you. So he gets the screen up because basically all my team, not basically, everything on my team left is a special attacker. So now we're able to go for our Quiver Dance here on this turn. But he's able to get his Toxic off on us, which kind of limits us. But really, my Volcarona here at this point in the game is kind of my last hope, really, to set up and win this game. We've got Goodra taken care of. I've got to outspeed that Koko. Conkeldurr shouldn't be able to kill me with Mach Punch, and then we just have the Spirit left here as well. So I don't know what Conkeldurr's set is, but that is his best option with dealing with this thing now. So now Swami makes a good play. He switches out into Conkeldurr, predicting a Z move as I just go ahead and get another Quiver Dance up because I know I'm going to need another boost to be able to power through that light screen. So it's a bit unfortunate that we were forced to go for another QD here, but we had to. So I'm not Z, I'm Koba, and as you can see, this is going to do a lot of damage to the Spirit even through the light screen. So I shoot off the Fiery Dance here because I'm hoping to catch a boost. And yeah, that's a +2. That's a +2 Volcarona there. I just did that to Conkeldurr. So it's 3-3 here, but it's not looking good for us because we're on a big timer here. So fire off the Bug Buzz, we're able to take care of the Spirit, and we're up 3-2. But my Volcarona's got one hit left in it basically before it goes down. It is not going to be enough to OHKO this Conkeldurr through a light screen, I can tell you that much. So he goes out to Conk, we Fiery Dance, +2 Fiery Dance through light screen. Does a lot, but not enough. And the Drain Punch is going to be able to put him in range, put me in range of Toxic, and give him enough health to be able to live some hits from my Suicune that I'm forced to go out into. So I could go Magnezone here, but if he has the Mach Punch, then it's going to do too much to me and I lose. So I'm forced to go Suicune here just to kind of save differential here at this point. Yeah, so go out to Suicune and I'm able to go for the Scald. That's my only attacking move. I don't want to give this thing a Guts boost. I'm not sure quite what it is yet. But I also want to stall out turns of that light screen. Because that's really my only hope here at this point. So we see the Thunder Punch, which kind of led me to believe this thing's Sheer Force, or maybe Iron Fist. Could have been either one really. So we fire off the Scald, and we don't get a burn. Thunder Punch, as you can see, does a ton of damage to a defensive Suicune. So yeah. Not looking good for us here because you see with that damage, but the light screen wears off. So now we're able to fire off the Scald and knock out the Conkeldurr. So that's pretty big. So now we're up 2-1. Tapu Koko comes out, and Coco's really just going to be able to do a lot of damage to us, knock out the Suicune here, and most likely just finish off this game. So Koko comes out. He's going to fire off a huge hit here. I protect just to get a little bit more of my leftovers recovery to force him to take a little bit more recoil. Hindsight, that could have potentially been a bad play because he could have subbed up on me or something like that. I don't know his full set, but Wild Charge comes off, definitely enough to kill the Suicune there in electric terrain. And yeah, that's a dead Suicune. But it did its job. He took out the Conkeldurr, which gives me a chance here. So now I'm going out into my Assault Vest Magnezone. 252 HP here on this thing. HP ground. He does not know I'm Assault Vest at this point. We hang on. Can we kill with the Flash Cannon? We come off, fire off a big Flash Cannon, knocked out Tapu Koko. He ends up being naive, so he didn't have a chance to live the Flash Cannon. I thought he did just based on the calcs. But we barely lived that HP ground there, able to pick up such a close win over Swami. So great game by Swami. As you've seen throughout the battle, he made a couple of excellent predictions that really put me in a bad position. That prediction bringing in Tapu Koko on the Suicune just stopped that sweep completely. And then that read on Crobat, firing off that Rock Slide, was just devastating. That killed me with that. But great game to you, Swami. Looking forward to us potentially playing again, maybe in the finals if we both make it. It was an excellent game, definitely finals worthy, in my opinion. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hate that I could not bring this battle to you live com, because my reaction when Magnezone lived on 17 HP was huge. But with such a good game with Swami, this one almost went the distance, almost 50 turns here, which is quite a bit for a Wi-Fi battle. But again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out Swami's channel in the description down below. We're 4-1 now, going into our match next week against our best friend Miticus and the Boston Beedrills. So looking forward to that match for sure. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you.